The real countdown right now is for Gay River, right? Like,
So they issued our bib numbers and our wave assignment. Chase and myself are in the yellow wave, the elite corral. And you're in wave one still too, Carolyn, but I think you're in the red one.
What happens when three runners
from different parts of the country
with different running stories
all get together?
Pure
RunTalk
madness.
So listen in as we talk about all things running related.
And some things that maybe aren't running related.
As it's bound to be a good time. This is
RunTalk Live.
what is up? Welcome to episode 66 of RunTalk Live. This is the last episode before the three of us meet up in Jacksonville, Florida for Gate River 15K. I'm super excited. And of course, today, April 17th? February 17th. We're going to have to edit that out because I feel like a dumbass now.
Only a couple months off.
Happy birthday, Carolyn.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I didn't know it was. I couldn't tell that it was your birthday.
Yeah. If you're listening to the podcast, you probably couldn't tell. But if you're watching it on YouTube, then yeah, you can definitely tell.
Yeah. Got my birthday headband on.
Caroline, are you a celebrate your birthday for a week kind of person, or just one day and done?
So one day and done for me, but I'm happy to celebrate other people for a week. Like I'll have the attention on me for a day and then I'm done. But
okay.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you do today for your birthday? Let's do the birthday stuff now. What'd you do for your birthday?
I worked. I did a fun speed workout though, I would say. It was like a little bit slower than 5K pace, so that was fun. And then I finished my last High Rocks workout before Vegas.
The High Rocks workout, all right.
Listen, I fully plan, and I've said this before, I actively joke about High Rocks, and I will actively joke about High Rocks at the competition, just because I think it is so strict. Like, you get penalized for everything. I'm there, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think, we've all kind of seen it. We've joked about it. And don't get me wrong. Like, I hope that everybody that does High Rocks does a great job and achieves all their goals and all that stuff. But, the whole, like, hybrid athlete concept just kind of annoys me. And again, to each their own. Do whatever makes you happy. But I saw somebody post something today. It was what's his name? Brady Homer. He's a runner, but he's also like a scientist. Anyway, he posted a video of the Olympic speed skating, and he compared it to the BPN club running in Austin, Texas. So I thought that was just hilarious. It was a hilarious analogy there. Like the hybrid athlete analogy of all time.
I mean, High Rocks stands for Hybrid Rock Star.
That's actually news to me. I did not know that.
Oh, absolutely. I have PowerPoint. I mean, my team, I have a lovely team. I have another woman on my team and then 2 other men, and they are phenomenal. And I will give 110% for them. They're researching and, they're lovely. But yeah, we're going to be hybrid rock stars.
Well, good for you. I'm happy for you guys. I'm good luck in your hybrid rock star careers.
Carolyn, I have to ask, what did your husband get you for your birthday?
He got me a new jacket. Like, one of those really nice, like, it looks like a ski jacket, but it's professional enough so I can wear it to work.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a really, really nice jacket. So,
Chase, because you get like legit snow where you are, do you have one of the, I don't even know what they're called, but I see them in all the movies. Like everybody in the wintertime, they wear those long, like trench coat dress jackets.
Kind of like a pea coat.
Yeah. You have one?
Yeah, I got a pea coat.
What are they called? They're called pea coats? Okay. I've never owned one, but I see them in the movies.
Yeah, no, I've actually got a really nice pea coat that I've had for a long time because I worked at Macy's back in my mid-20s over the holidays. So it was like a Christmas time kind of, needed some extra money kind of job. But yeah, and I ended up getting a really nice pea coat while I was working there for like a discounted price because it was Christmas time.
And that question comes from, not to bring in TV here, but I've been binge watching the show Suits lately.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice.
And because I've never seen it before. And so
I've never watched it either. My wife watched it.
Yeah, it's really good. But, they live in New York and, in the wintertime, they're wearing these fancy pea coats and they look all high class on them. You must be rich if you wear a pea coat, you're a rich guy. So,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, no, I wear mine like once a year. If that, I don't think I've even worn it this past year. So.
Well, nice.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, Carolyn. Are we allowed to say how old you are?
I'm 31.
31.
31.
31.
All right,
We were just talking about how Carolyn was in her 20s when we started this thing, 28. When we started this podcast.
We covered 3 decades of ages for a short period of time, right? Between the time that I was 39 and Carolyn was in her 20s.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was in my 40s, yeah.
And you were in your 40s, yeah. So
it'll happen again, but that unfortunately when it happens again, that means I'm going to be in my 50s.
You're going to be in your 50s, Jake.
All right.
In your 50s. We got a little ways to go for
that. 5 years. Shoot. 5 years. But all right. Well, anyways,
the real countdown right now is for Gay River, right? Like we're like 19 days away.
Mm-hmm.
So they issued our bib numbers and our wave assignments. I sent those over to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
I haven't looked yet. Is that?
Yeah, I sent it over to you. You and I this is for the listeners, if you happen to be in the same waves as us, Chase and myself are in the yellow wave. So the top 300 bib numbers are what they call the elite corral. So we'll be up there with right next to the elite runners. And then, so that's the yellow corral. And then, you're in wave 1 still too, Carolyn, but I think you're in the red one, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in the red wave corral or red corral wave 1 or yellow corral wave 1, or basically any corrals wave 1, come find us.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I know you had said this was like the biggest 15K in the country. I didn't realize just how big. There's like over 15,000 people running this.
It's at 16,400 something right now.
That's insane.
Yeah. Well, they make it so it's a champion. It's the professionals get paid to come out. It's a championship series race. And there's if you think about it, Chase has brought this up before, there's not a lot of 15Ks in the country. Yeah. So this is a big 15K, and it gives these professional athletes a chance to clock a 15K time. This it's the largest by population. The second largest is actually in Utica, New York. It's called the, I forget what the name of it is. But I've done that one as well too. But this year it's going to feel a little different for everybody, including myself, because it is going to be a different start and a different finish because of all the construction they're doing on the new Jacksonville Jaguars football stadium. So the expo is not going to be at the stadium like it usually is. It's going to be in I hate using the word abandoned, but it used to be a Wegmans grocery store. Now it's just a vacant building. So they're doing it inside this vacant grocery store. It's actually right by you and I ran in that area, Chase, when you were in town last. It's over in that area. But so yeah, it's going to feel a little different. You're still going to get the hill. They just had to change the course a little bit to accommodate and make it so that hill is still at the same spot as far as where it's at in the race. But then you come down from that hill and you finish a little differently than what you would normally finish, and you start a little differently. And then also the post race party is different. Where we park is different. So yeah, it'll feel a little different this year.
Well, we won't know because
we're going in.
It'll just feel normal to us.
What we'll have to watch is the weather. And you have to watch. Chase, you know this. Carolyn, maybe not so much. You have to watch the weather every day because it'll change every single day. It'll say it's going to be this for a full week, and then you look at it tomorrow. Every single day, the weather has shifted. It's completely different.
I haven't even bought my flight. That's where we're at. I have a horrible habit of buying flights late, so we're just gonna show up.
Well, I'm driving down, so if you have to fly into like Atlanta or Orlando or somewhere along there, I could probably swim through it.
Oh dear. No, so Southwest usually has really good flight options, so I know I'll be fine, but
yeah, the Jacksonville airport isn't the most exciting airport.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty boring airport, in all honesty. And it's 45 minutes from where I live because it's closer to the Georgia border, like up in that area.
Okay.
But
I don't do Southwest anymore. Have I told you guys that story before? It's Southwest Airlines. So I mean, it's really not a knock on Southwest, but anyway, tied to running, I was actually on my way to the Mesa half marathon in Phoenix to run with my brother, but it was my last flight with Southwest because a few years back, I had flown Southwest out to Denver with a bunch of buddies, and we got delayed, so we basically got a free flight. And then the next year, we tried going somewhere again, and we got delayed, and we got a free flight again. And then I didn't go with them that year, so I used that free flight to go with to go see Blair and run Mesa. And as you know, Southwest, they've got like that open seating, right? So when I get on, there's a dad and a son right behind me. And I get on and there's like a half a plane to sit down. I go back a few rows, right? Like I don't go to the very next one. I go back a few rows trying to create some space and whatnot. And this dad and this son, they go to the exact same row as me and sit like right next to me. The son sits next to me, and then the dad sits. Like there's seats everywhere. I don't know why they chose to sit. Like it wasn't the very next row. Like I have no idea why they chose to sit next to me, but they did, and I'm like, it's like whatever. The flight takes off, and then the son, he's just an absolute nightmare from the get-go. He's just a typical, like your absolute stereotypical kid on a plane. But then he takes his earbud out and he sets it down on his tray, and that thing is caked in earwax. I mean, like just covered. And I look up at his ear, and I swear, and I'm probably exaggerating a little bit because I've told the story so many times, but I swear it was like dripping out of his ear, and like I've been totally scarred by this moment ever since. I won't go a day without cleaning my ears with Q-tips anymore. I am very subconscious about like my earbuds and how clean they are now. Like it was a scarring moment. So anyway,
Well-
nothing against Southwest, but that was my last experience on Southwest.
Well, two follow-up things to that, Chase. Number one, you totally just gave me Ray William vibes. You're like, until took his earbud out of his ear. That's number one. Number two, Southwest actually has assigned seating now. They don't do the open seating anymore.
Thank God.
That actually changed just a couple weeks ago.
That was a good call.
That's a good. And people were ticked about it, and I'm like, okay, well, you have experiences like you, and then I was on a flight with a really uncomfortable, touchy couple, and I'm like, I would not have picked that seat for myself. But yeah, so I'm totally on board with the pick your or with the assigned seating.
Yeah.
Like, and then I mean, there are times when people get two different boarding group or like two different, A, B, C groups, and they get, like they're at the opposite ends of the plane, and it creates problems. So, yeah, no, I'm all for the.
Well, let me ask you guys this. Do you guys have, I mean, Carolyn, you said this is a goal race for you, so something you've been training pretty hard for.
Yeah.
Do you guys have goal times for this?
Yes. So you'll be proud, Jake. I have V-dotted my goal time. I don't remember what it is exactly because I did a 5K time trial this past weekend and ran faster than I planned. But yeah, it's definitely a goal race for me.
But you don't know what your time is?
I have to double check.
I got to look something up here too, but I don't know if you guys read on the website, and I think I mentioned it to you guys as well. There's a couple of other like things to run for at Gate River, right? Of course, you get your finisher's medal. Of course, there's age groups that you can compete for, which is very competitive, very hard to do. There's also that last mile that they time. So there's the mile race. That's all the downhill mile, basically. And they give awards out for that. But then they also have the top 10%. So men and women, the top 10% finishers of the men and the top 10% finishers of women get an alter ego special hat as you cross the finish line. And it'll say I have a few of them in the garage, but it'll say 10% finisher or top 10% finisher on it. So a lot of people do the Gate River, and their primary goal is to get a hat. Like that's their goal. Like it's not so much the medal, which is nice, but it's they've been training for years so they can get a hat. It hasn't always been alter ego hats, but it's always been a hat. It's the last few years they've been alter ego hats, and it's always one color for women, a different color for guys.
Mm-hmm.
So just something I want to see what the top 10%, like what the 10% cutoff time was from women last year.
Okay, my goal is a sub 1:13:30.
A sub 1:13:30.
Mm-hmm.
So women's top 10% estimated finish time 1:22 was top 10%, or over the last few years that's been the average. So
Okay.
if you can run under 1:22, then there's a good chance that you'll be top 10%.
Mhm.
Guys, it's usually like around 106, like right around there, I want to say. 106, 107. Which, Chase, can I estimate a time for you? I want to estimate a time for you.
I mean, you can. I don't know.
I haven't been seeing your training. I haven't been
What are you
watching.
going to base it off of? I mean,
I want to base it off of my running experiences with you, which I know you're faster than me. I would say your 54:30 to 55.
That's pretty good goal time, yeah. I would, if I could get under 54, that'd be really awesome.
Nice.
But we'll see. I've been dealing with like a hamstring issue lately, so the mileage has been there, but the intensity hasn't quite been there. So we're kind of seeing. I was able to push it a little bit this morning on my run, but yeah, we're gonna have to find out. I really want to do well at Gate River, and because of the reasons that we talked about already, like there's not a whole lot of 15Ks out there. So technically, this will be my 15K debut. So I'm really looking forward to putting down a good 15K debut. But I also just want to have a good time. We've been talking about meeting up at this race for some time now, and I'd like to put up a good time there.
Well, you personally can't go wrong because it's a PR no matter what.
Right?
You're walking away with a PR no matter what happens.
PR in the 15K.
Let's see. Men's 40 to 44 top finishers. Let's look that up. Top three. Actually, I know one of them. One of them's on my team, James Emery. This is last year. There was a 52-55 was first place. Then it was 54-28 and then 56-19. So you have a legit shot at top three in your age group. Now, I don't know who's aging up from that 35 to 39 and moving into that 40 to 44 age group.
I'm gonna need to meet these guys. I need to know who my competition is. Like that's
So-
the thing. It's like I'm a racer, Jake. I'm a racer. Like I need to
So
know who
what's
these
funny-
guys are.
What's funny is that age group above that has actually significantly better times.
Ooh.
Top five, there's Tim Cooper, who I know. He's actually a realtor here,
You're being
52-44.
an old dude, man.
Yeah, he's 47. He ran a 52-44. Sean ran 54-17. Brian 54-53. Steve West 56-19. So that's where you get back to third place for the 40 to 44 age group. Crazy. A woman, you want to see where you're going to be at here, Carolyn?
Yeah.
30 to 34, top three. 54-27 was first, 56-58 was second, and 57-42 was third. 57-47 is fourth, 58-16 is fifth. So if you want to estimate on what your 113 will get you,
10%.
113 will place you 42nd in your age group. It's very competitive. That's what this is saying.
Great. Can't wait. I will tell you. Okay, seriously. This is not a humble brag, but it's the first time it's happened. So I raced last weekend, and it was a pretty solid field. There were like almost 400 women. Anyways, I was third overall woman, and it was the loneliest experience of my life. Thank you. I can brag. Yeah, third overall woman. But literally it was so lonely. I was like, I miss running around people. Like I can't talk to anybody. I can't motivate anybody because it wasn't like necessarily like a looped course. It was like it was a loop. But I didn't really see anybody, and it was mentally it sucked. So I don't know. I'm happy not being top 3.
Well, let's shoot for top 40.
Let's do top 4.
And get there. Some other things that they do that you guys may not be aware of. They also do a cash prize for fastest Florida female runner, fastest Florida male runner.
What qualifies as a Florida male runner?
You're right.
You got to be a Florida resident.
Oh man, but I was born there, man. I was born there.
No, they do top 3 masters, male and female versus.
Email DeSantis here. I'm gonna
do it.
Got some beef.
And then they do. This is really neat. So they do a cash bonus for first place overall, men or women. But what they do is they start the women. I want to say it's 90 seconds head start. So the elite women get a 90-second head start over the elite men. And then they do, whoever crosses the finish line first, male or female, gets a cash bonus on top of the regular cash prizes, which cash prizes this year are phenomenal. It's huge. I don't know exactly what it is. So a lot of stuff to race for. It's just that they find all kinds of way to make it fun. Let's see, cash prize.
I'm pretty pumped. I'm ready to come down there and race this thing. I'm ready to see you guys again.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. So this is probably the last recording we're gonna do before Gate River. So our next recording will probably be a live recording with the three of us, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jake, and maybe this might be a little much to throw out on the air, but how much pull do you have with First Place Sports? Could we set up a spot, do a live recording somewhere?
In one of their locations?
Yeah.
Probably not, if I'm being honest. And
Right,
I'm
your
only
garage
saying
is.
we can do it in the garage. We can do it right here in this office. I got 4 screens. We can all look at our own screen.
All right.
Great.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely do that when we're there. We'll find some place to set up for sure.
Yeah, but no, fun's going to be had. PRs are going to be set, but at least by 2 of the 3 of us, not by me. And,
no, you're going to break your curse, Jake. You're going to have a great race. We're not going to have any injuries.
I don't have a curse for this race. Last year I ran 59, 13, I think, or something right around there. I'd like to think I'm in 58 shape this year. But, again, we'll see. Weather is going to be the be-all, tell-all. Honestly, that is going to have a huge factor, and we just won't know until the week of.
Well,
How's the weather down there right now?
It's colder than Dallas.
Has all the snow melted?
All the snow here in Jacksonville.
The one snowflake.
There were still some piles that were getting down this morning when I was out on my run, but mostly everything's melted up these ways too.
We got frost. We did get frozen pipes, not here at my house, but on one of my run routes that I do, there's a drinking fountain at the soccer fields that I always stop at, and the pipes froze and busted, and there's just water spraying everywhere.
Great.
Something you gotta deal with. That's northern problems.
Well, in other news, this will be a short topic, but I have to bring it up. The Barkley marathons.
Mm-hmm. Why is it a short topic? Is it because
no one finished, and none of us, I should say, have done it. So we don't have any hands-on experience. We know what we see in the movies and read about in the articles, basically. I don't think any of us know. Technically, we do have an affiliation with someone who knows someone that's done Barkley, and that is, what is his name? We've had him on our podcast. He lives in Arizona. His mom and him were on our podcast. Zach, thank you. His coach. Sorry, I'm sorry, Zach. It was a brain fart moment. I totally remember you, but his coach has ran the Barkley marathons.
Yeah,
so cool.
Well, I mean, yeah, and we're not the ultra marathon crew, so Jake and I, we have a richer history in track, which we keep up with the indoor and the outdoor seasons a little bit more. But yeah, the Barkley marathons is something fun to see every year. But yeah, this year just nobody finished, right?
No, and some dude tried to do the course barefoot.
Yeah, there was some ridiculous. I mean, it's a ridiculous race. If you're going to do this ridiculous race, and you know you're not going to finish it, then do something ridiculous. Like
Yeah, like do it barefoot or do it backwards.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
sure.
Last year we had the first female finisher ever.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
yeah,
it was like to the wire too. It was
and
very
that's
close.
yeah, and that's the thing is like that's how like people. Not a lot of people finish this race. Like that's so the fact that there was no finishers this year is a little bit surprising, but also not. So it's not incredibly like a shocker or anything.
So I feel like I'll take 2 minutes here just for the listeners and viewers that do not know what the Barkley Marathons are. The Barkley Marathons, it's an ultra distance race, trail race out in Tennessee. And it's in this part of Tennessee where the prison that housed the supposed assassinator of JFK, was there. And the story behind it is he made this escape attempt and escaped, and ran for hours and hours and hours. And after hours and hours and hours, he kind of gave up. And when the people found him, he wasn't even a mile from the prison. Like that's how crazy the terrain was there and just how disoriented people can become there because it's just out in the middle of nowhere. So they decided to do an ultra race out in this area. And this ultra race, it's in kind of invite only. Like it's like not a lot of people know how to sign up for it. It's very you have to get invited to sign up for it. Basically, there's no race entry. The race entry I think is $1, and then you have to bring a gift.
Like
and the gift, and the gift kind of changes every year. Sometimes it's socks, sometimes it's a shirt. No, it just changes. And then you go to this campsite where this race is, and it's usually only 100 people or 150 people, like it's something small. And sometime within this 8-hour window, the race is going to start, but you don't know when. So you basically just have to be ready for this entire 8 hours. And when the horn blows, you have, I think it's 15 minutes to get ready and get to the start line, which is the gate that takes you up and into the mountains. And then it's a looped, there's loops. You do these loops, only the loops are not marked. So you're kind of, you're not allowed to use a Garmin watch, not allowed to use anything electronic. You have a compass, and it's basically like orienteering. And the terrain is very hilly. It's very rocky. There's sharp plants and bushes and creek beds and river beds that you go through and tunnels that you crawl through. And there'll be checkpoints with a book at this checkpoint, and whatever bib number you have to take a page out of that book that correlates with your bib number. And when you finish your loop, if you finish it in the correct time frame, you have to give the race director all your pages to show proof that you ran the correct loop, basically. And then you go out, and you can either quit there or they'll play the trumpet for you, or you can go do the next loop. And it's tough. And the course changes every year. That's another thing worth noting. No one knows what the course is going to be. You can run it 3 years in a row, and 3 years in a row, it's going to be a different course. So tough race. There's the movie out called, there's a bunch of movies about it, but there's that one biography that I watched, which is called The Barkley Marathons, The Race That Eats Its Young. And that title kind of says it all.
You described it perfectly.
I'm not eager to do it.
I'm not either. And it's wild because part of the course runs right next to the prison. So you're like going under these tunnels that are right next to the prison.
You telling me, Chase or Carolyn, if you somehow got the invite to go do this marathon, you wouldn't go do it?
I mean, if I got the invite somehow, then yeah, I'd show up and try it for sure. But I mean, I'm not gonna look for it.
I would show up with the sole goal to just do one loop, and if I complete one loop, I'm super happy. I want to watch the rest of the runners at that point.
Yeah.
I'll enjoy my time and watch the rest of you do what you guys do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember how long each loop is, but it's
20 miles.
There's no, it's longer than that.
Is it?
Yeah, I want to say it's like I'm gonna look it up now because I honestly don't remember. But how long is each loop of the Barkley marathons? I think it's 26 I think each one's a marathon.
Mm-hmm.
But
26 miles.
You're right. It's approximately 22 to 26 miles per loop.
So the reason that there's that range is everybody ends up with more with the marathon because you're wandering around adding mileage.
That's what it says. So each loop is measured at 20 miles.
Yeah.
But each person ends up running 22 to 26 miles per loop.
Yeah.
See, that's why I tend to relate a lot more to the mile and the indoor American record holder, fellow Indiana native Cole Hocker. And that was, did you guys see that performance? Did you guys see that race?
No.
I didn't see it live, but I watched it on YouTube.
It wasn't even a race. He won by 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And he set the American record.
What was his record?
He ran it in 3:45 and change.
That's insane.
Indoor. Do you run faster outdoors than you do indoors?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I again, brain fart.
Because you got more turns on indoors.
Yeah. And you got kind of I mean, technically you go up, but you also go down. So I guess that
you got
it. But Cole Hocker, man, he's a beast.
So he is headlining the Prefontaine Classic, the Bowerman Mile there, along with the Wanamaker Mile winner, Cam Myers, who beat out Yared Nagoose in the Wanamaker Mile. And the under 18 record holder, I can't remember, another guy out of Australia. But yeah, Cole Hocker's running the Bowerman Mile at the Prefontaine Classic. So looking forward to that. And
when
also Cooper Lutkenhouse is going to be at the Prefontaine Classic. He's one of the headliners of Friday night. Him and Grant Fisher. Him and Grant Fisher are going to be big names on the Friday night lineup at the Prefontaine Classic.
I love that. And Grant Fisher just got engaged, so that's good. That's exciting.
Good for him. Good for you, Grant Fisher. Come on our podcast and talk to us like Craig did.
Honestly, our boy Craig is racing. He just got back from a bunch of track meets in Europe.
Go, Craig.
Well, JC brought up, and I'm not going to pronounce his name, but the 800 runner, the high schooler.
Cooper Lutkenhouse.
Well, in the Bowerman Mile, you've got a 16-year-old running it this year, Sam Ruth.
Ruth. No, that's who I was talking about, the Australian kid. Yeah.
16 years
high
old.
School record holder.
About to compete with the big dogs.
Yep. We'll see how that goes. That'll be a fun Bowerman Mile this year. That'll be a fun Bowerman. No Ingebrigtsen. Is Nagoose running it? I don't think Nagoose is running it.
He's not headlining here. Let me see.
Yeah.
Kim Myers, Cole Hocker, Sam Ruth. Those are some of the big ones.
Mm-hmm. But man, no, I was surprised. So Ingebrigtsen got ACL surgery?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he's had a couple surgeries in the past year. He's been keeping it pretty low key, but he's also had a baby in the last year or so.
Yeah. They haven't announced the rest of the field. They haven't announced the full field for the Bowerman Mile.
Mm-hmm.
which they always do that. They do it kind of a piece by piece.
But yeah, I would imagine that Ingebrigtsen's probably out of the question for this year.
Yeah.
He's probably recharging for the next Olympic year. If I had to,
I want to
guess.
see Nagoose do it again.
I would be surprised that I'm surprised that Nagoose isn't there, right? Because he's coming off a Wanamaker mile, and he only got beat by Cam Myers by a little bit.
Yep.
And then Hobbs got what, third or fourth in the Wanamaker mile?
Yes.
Is Hobbs? I don't know if he's in it or not, but
we can only talk about Hobbs if Carolyn brings him up in her Australian accent.
I mean, Hobbs Kessler. Okay, so actually,
Kessler is an American.
I know, but she always says it in the Australian accent.
Okay, and the guy that always says Hobbs Kessler, I think he's doing the Olympics too.
Hobbs Kessler.
He's the best, man. His name is Lee Diffie, and Lee is the best. And Lee Diffie, Lee Differ, whatever, one of those two. But anyways, he's my favorite announcer. So what a champ.
Well, yeah. Got some cool track stuff going on though. I love the high schoolers coming up and just crushing some amazing times right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing it across the board. You know, we had the freshman chick from BYU this year, and the young guns are coming. The young guns are coming.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's interesting to see different training styles. So, Jake, I'm going to throw something out here. Like, I got into a little bit of an X kind of Twitter feud. Not really feud. It was more of like I was questioning the purpose of the workout. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But basically, the guy had like he was doing a marathon pace and threshold pace and then like interval pace, all within the same like 15-mile workout. And they're talking about just getting more bang for your buck. And I'm just like, I just feel like that's just a lot. Like that's the way that they were talking about that type of workout. I was just like, man, I wouldn't want to do that. But yeah, 2-mile warm up, 3 to 4 miles at marathon pace, 2 miles at zone 1, and then 5 to 6 times 200 meters at 5K with a 200-meter float cool down for 2 miles. Like, that's just complicated. Like, that. Then that's what I said. I was like, that's complicated workout. Are all your workouts this complex? And he's like, I don't think it's that complicated. Like, you're mixing up 4 different paces there and all kinds of different distances. So, like, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like that needs to be that complicated.
It's definitely complicated. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not a beneficial workout. Like,
I'm sure it's effective in some form or another, but
yeah, I'd be curious how old he is. You know, especially with the bang for your buck comment, which I feel like is something like I say now. It's like, oh, I can't stack 100-mile weeks, you know, at my age anymore. I just can't do it. I have to get more bang for my buck in the runs that I do get in. So I don't know if there's an age factor there.
That could be something. Sorry, I forgot what got me off on that tangent. But
no, I mean, I found myself doing it yesterday. So yesterday I did 7.25 miles. And initially I was like, I'm just going to go at a steady pace, like not a, you know, casual pace, but I'm going to go like zone 3 and kind of hold that. And then I did that for 2 miles. And then I ended up like saying that exactly what he says. Like, man, I need to get some more bang for my buck right now. So I ended up doing mile repeats during my run. I would do a mile at tempo pace, and then I do a mile easy, a mile at tempo pace, and a mile easy. And I did it for that sole purpose. It's like, I know I'm only going to get like 48 miles in this week, so I might as well try to get some quality workouts in during this 48 miles.
Yeah,
So
I guess that kind of makes sense.
But to your point, I don't think I could do what he did and do like 200 repeats in zone 1 and marathon pace and then
Well, and I
200
think
float.
there's context to every workout, right? Like, it, I saw somebody else post a thing about running a few weeks ago saying that if you're 50 pounds overweight, you shouldn't run. And I was like, do you want to provide some context to that? Like, you shouldn't run every day. You shouldn't run 10 miles at a time. Like, it was like, no, you just shouldn't be running. There's better ways to lose fat. I was like, again, I'm asking you to provide context. Like, you're telling it. I get what you're saying. Like, there's better ways to lose weight. There's better ways to improve your cardiovascular fitness if you're that overweight. But let's not, like, if you're that overweight, everything is more harmful to you, not just running. So let's not focus on the thing that improves cardiovascular fitness and lowers heart rate. So,
Yep. Carolyn, you look like you were going to say something in response to that.
Getting Chase, I don't even know how you get in these arguments, or not even arguments, because I understand your side completely. But
Speaking of overweight, I don't know if you guys saw my latest TikTok video from yesterday. On my run that I was just telling you guys about, I had what I assume was a college kid in this gray Nissan Sentra. It was at a stoplight that I was passing. Like, he was at the stoplight, I was passing him, and he yells out his window, "Run faster, you slow ass fatty." Like, just yelled it at the top of his lungs. And I'm like, dude, I am passing you in your car. And you're driving an old Nissan Sentra with glow lights at the bottom of your car. Like, I care zero. I care zero about what you're saying right now. Also, I'm 6'2" and 167 pounds. So give it up. But yeah, I just thought it was so
man.
Run faster, you slow ass fatty. I like that you're saying this to me from your car. I appreciate that.
right.
Another thing you don't have to deal with when you're running at 4:30 in the morning.
That's the most we have to deal with here. So if that's it, I'll take it. We don't have crime, but we got people that say rude things every once in a while. And to the point of what you were saying, running doesn't, or you shouldn't run if you want to lose weight or if you're overweight. That's bull crap. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call it out. There are, to your point, I'm sure there's other ways.
Yeah. And there's definitely, I understood the underlying point, but it's one of those influencer moves, right? Like, they're just throwing out buzzwords to try and generate stuff. So
I'll say this is kinesiology, Jake, talking. If you want to lose weight, you run slower. Run slower, you burn fat. Run faster, you burn calories. Those are just the two kind of blanketed concepts. But running does burn fat. Like, exercise burns fat. Running is an exercise. Like, it's not. There's probably safer ways to do it if you are truly overweight, because running does have that impact on your knees and on your back and on your ankles, and you got to be smart about how you approach it. But at the end of the day, it is healthy for you if you do it right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Tag me in next time you get some of these arguments on X or whatever.
X, you guys, X is so fun. Like, it's just a lot of fun. I chime into TikTok every now and then, but I'm just having more fun over there, man.
It's pretty much my only platform. And then anything I post on Instagram is just a repost of something I already posted on TikTok.
I mean, I've been posting on all of them lately, but
Faith Kipyegon, 10K, Morocco, 29:46, fastest women's 10K road time. How many records is she going to have when she retires from running?
All of them.
All of them.
She
Yep.
has the mile, right? She has the
5,000.
Yeah. She gets 10K. And that obviously is going to lead to the half and the full pipeline.
You know,
Give her, just go ahead and sign it all right now.
Yeah.
Give them all to her.
Yeah.
she's also a beast. There's so many beasts right now, and distance running and track and field. It's just we're at the top of the game right now. It's just such a fun time to be a fan of the sport.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, I thought of 2 races that if I were the director of the Summer Olympics, I would make these events in the Olympics. Number 1, I've been seeing wheelbarrow races, the wheelbarrow team races. Think about that. You got to have upper body strength, but you both do, because then you're going to get to the other side. And then I watch the people, they do the switch, they roll over each other and then they just go into it real quick. I'm like, holy cow, that takes legit skill. Wheelbarrow racing, number 1. Number 2, I want to see the 3-legged race. Tie your legs together with another runner.
That would be fun.
Race.
That would be fun.
I mean, I think, yeah, that might be the next evolution of track racing, right? Like, if that kind of coordination mixed with that kind of speed, we might have found it out.
One of my not to get super personal. So me and my brother, we're not close. I haven't spoke to my brother in 15 years. So I don't know where he's at in life right now. But growing up, we battled against each other pretty constantly. Like, we're pretty competitive with each other. But I was always the more athletic one, especially when it came to running and basketball. And every year in this elementary school that we went to, they had the yearly track meet. But it was like, think of it, a track meet for elementary kid people. So they had softball throw and all the fun stuff that you can do. And I was winning ribbon after ribbon after ribbon and everything that I was doing. And my brother wasn't winning anything. And I remember, this is one of the fond moments I have of my brother. He came up to me. He was crying. He's 2 years younger than me. He came up to me. He was crying. He hasn't won anything. And I said, okay, let's go do the wheelbarrow race. And me and him did the wheelbarrow race, and we got first place, and he got a blue ribbon and I got a blue ribbon. He was super happy. And that's kind of like my wheelbarrow race debut. I don't know. I got to see what my time was, because that's technically my PR. So
technically my wheelbarrow.
Be careful talking about stuff like that on this podcast, because High Rocks is going to add it to their competition, Jake.
No, I might do High Rocks.
Is that not one of the High Rocks events already? How many events can you have? I'm just confused as to how many options there are.
There's 8 so far, but like I said, Jake's probably giving them good ideas. You got 3-legged race, that's a good team.
Wall balls, wheelbarrows.
If that was an event, I would automatically sign up for that. Come on, man. Bear crawl.
Wheelbarrow wall balls.
Okay. Okay.
Don't forget, we still got the world's hardest mile that we have to do.
I thought you were good about that.
Nope.
I've forgotten, man.
Is that after Gate River?
Yeah.
Well, we'll make it happen. Trust me.
We're only running 15K. I mean, it's not like we're running a marathon or anything.
Yeah. It'll be so much. It's going to make for great TikTok content. So. Anyways, what else we got? What else is happening or running?
The Olympics, please.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, okay. Like, I don't know about you guys' feeds, but that, and I still don't know her name, so my apologies. but that one chick, that the fiance of Jake Paul, right?
He's so fast.
So, like, I thought, like, she's been blowing up my feed, and I thought it was just because she was Jake Paul's fiance and she was hot.
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, I thought that was the only reason she was on my feed at all. Then she won the gold medal. I'm like, oh, she's like legit. Okay, okay.
Yeah. I saw some of her training video. Like, this is before I kind of knew who she was, but her training videos were popping up on my feed. And like weird things. I go, why is she doing these, sidestep with the rubber bands, going up the stairs, like doing these weird things? And then it said, it would show the clip of her racing. I was like, oh man, her quads are freaking huge too.
Yeah.
Like, she could tear me apart.
Yeah, I gotta say, it was pretty touching to see the way that he reacted when she won that gold medal too. Like, like that's cool that you. I mean, obviously, we all feel that way about our spouses, but that to see that support that he had for her for winning a gold medal was pretty inspiring.
Yeah, she won. Did she win one or two? Do we know?
I don't know. I know she won at least one. I just remember him breaking down in tears. And it wasn't until after that I saw like the videos of him helping her train and her helping him train for boxing matches. And it was kind of cool. And I'm sure some of that's, staged and whatnot, being the fact that they're just social media stars, but still like that's pretty cool to see. Like it was very cool to watch her win that gold medal and his reaction to that.
How do you guys feel about, and I don't remember the name of it, what's the sport where they slide the puck and then they have the sweeper in front of it? Curling, thank you.
Yeah, curling, yeah.
How do you guys feel about curling?
I was talking to my dad about it today, and it's just one of the it's that weird sport that just gets really popular around the Winter Olympic times. Once every 4 years, you're like, what curling is, and like you watch it and you're just like why did you do that? You act like you know everything about this sport for a week or two, and then you don't give a crap for another 4 years. But it's
I'm a member of the DFW curling club. I'm gonna need you to have some respect, Chase.
Why am I not surprised?
I'm just going to say, of everyone that I know in my running community, you're the one person that I'd be like, what? She's probably a member of the DFW curling club.
Are you kidding me? First of all, it's called a stone that they move. You can't touch it when you spin it. Oh, there's been controversy with curling in the Olympics, though. I'll tell you what, because there's a team that has been touching the stone once they let it go, and it's illegal. And Switzerland has called them out, and Canada has called them out, and they finally got penalized.
Hasn't Canada been cheating a lot too, though?
That's the team.
Yeah, I think Canada's been cheating a lot too.
Yeah.
I don't know how or why or what the specifics are, but I saw a post.
People are and it's blatant because they videotape everything. So it's like, if you touch it, how are you going to dispute that? But yeah, there's been a lot of drama around
freaking Canadians.
Listen,
Honestly.
Next Winter Olympics, I'm going to be there. Tell you what, Chase, let's go hire another version of John Candy. All right. And we'll go make a bobsled, and we're going to go hit the slopes, hit the sleigh. I don't even know what it's called.
Did you see that Venom helmet?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Their helmets.
Yeah. Yeah. That Venom helmet was badass.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. What's really sad though is like, I know we're all Cool Runnings fans. I know we're all Jamaican bobsled fans. But it's making me sad because bobsled's happening right now and the Jamaicans are coming in like last place or towards the end. And I'm like, I want them to succeed so bad.
Yeah, but that was always a Cinderella story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's the fact that they're even there is impressive.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Like, I mean, Jamaica in the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
unfortunately for them, they're at an automatic disadvantage no matter what. Like,
yeah.
there's just them versus Switzerland, Canada, any winter-based country. It's
Mhm.
they pretty much have no shot. Like,
Yeah. I was
but to Chase's point, they're there. Like,
They are.
phenomenal athlete and phenomenal, accomplishment to even get to that point.
That's true. But anyway, so they're racing in the Olympics today.
Go bobsled.
I know, man. I know.
Are
Bobsled.
you a member of the American Bobsled Association as well?
Don't even tempt me, Jay.
No, at this point, that is a legit question.
Come on now. American bobsled team. I've been no joke. Like, we joke about curling, but I've literally, like, there used to be like a whole meetup and stuff like 4 years ago for curling. And if you look, it's like the longest tournament in the Olympics, like in the Winter Olympics. It's been going on for like 2 weeks.
So, fun fact, the UK has 7 different wheelbarrow team races that they do throughout the year.
That's exciting.
The biggest one is the Kington's annual wheelbarrow race. There's also the Watch It Wheelbarrow Racing Championships. Okay, but I don't see any. Oh, there is a wheelbarrow Rotary Club in the UK. Apparently, you got to live in the UK if you want to do this. We're going to bring it here. We brought High Rocks here.
They do fun things over there in the UK. They do like park runs and things like that. And
I
Do you
wish
guys have any?
were.
must be like an island thing. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
was going to say, do you guys have any park runs near you?
Mm-mm.
I don't even
There
have
is.
parks.
I wish we did because they look so
We don't even
fun.
know what runs are.
What's a run? We have 2 park runs here in the Jacksonville area that are pretty big.
Yeah.
We have a guy, I think I may have said this. So we have a Thursday run group, and we get people that show up to this run group all the time. But this one guy showed up in his van, and we talked to him, and no one ever met him before, and he said he is driving from state to state, and he's hitting up all the park runs in every state. And that's what he's doing right now. It's like road tripping across the country and just doing park runs everywhere.
Nice.
Pretty
I
cool.
have heard like the people in the UK will try to do the alphabet park runs, so they'll start at A and then go all the way to Z, and it's apparently pretty fun.
We need more
Hey,
of that in the US.
We do.
Little product review. So this is one of those free water bottles that you get if you do a Strava challenge, and the feed gives you this water bottle. This water bottle, I've had it for 2 weeks, and every single thing on here is peeling off. It's like cheap stickers, and it's all just coming off right now. I gotta peel it off. But it was
So
free.
it's not a good review then.
Not a good review, but it was also free. So
Meanwhile, I've got my water bottle here with all of my individual stickers on it. None of them came on the water bottle. I've got one from Florida, one from Japan, a couple from my wife, one from St. Louis.
I'm gonna go hit up these. I'm actually flying to Chicago tomorrow morning for work. I'll be there for 5 days. I'm gonna go hit up the Nike store because the hotel's not too far from there.
That Nike store is very impressive. Is that the one that's 3 floors?
Yeah, it's where we got the jackets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very impressed with that store.
I say we. My wife waited in line and got the jacket for me. I didn't do it, but you know what I mean. All right, birthday girl, 31. So 31 miles is what you're running to tonight or tomorrow to,
Yep.
Yep. Celebrate.
Yep.
I love my mom. This reminded me of something my mom said. I'm sorry. It was my daughter's birthday. She turned 5 on February 8th, and my mom goes, "Hey, can you buy a birth?" Because she lives in New York, so she goes, "Hey, can you buy a birthday card and put $5 in it? I want to make a tradition where every year for her birthday, I put the number of dollars in that birthday card for her birthday, and then when she graduates from high school, we can put it towards college." I'm like, "Mom, your math isn't mathing right now because that's not a lot of money by the time she gets to 18. Like, you're going to cap her out at $18 and say, oh, go pay for your first semester in college, Ezra." This one's on me. No, it's not. This is going to pay for maybe a pack of pencils when the time comes. I just thought it was funny. I was like, your heart's in the right place. That's all that matters. Yeah. All right, guys. We're at our hour and 5-minute mark.
We're at our hour. Birthday girl.
Yes.
Where's everybody going to find us at?
You can find us on Facebook, Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, all the things at RunTalk Live. You can email us at runtalklive@gmail.com. You can see us at Gate River on March 7th in Jacksonville, Florida. You can find me on Instagram at Carolyn M. Levenway and TikTok at Carolyn McDuff. Chase, where can people find you?
Chaser No Pacer, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X. Jake, over to you.
You cannot find me on X. You can sometimes find me on Instagram, but you can definitely find me on TikTok at The Cultural Runner. And you can find us in the yellow and or red waves at the Gate River Run and potentially some run groups here locally. So come say hi.
For reals. We definitely going to be partying afterwards for show.
On that note.
All right. Thank you for tuning in to episode 66 of Run Talk Live. See you on the next one. Deuces.
Deuces.